Welcome to the craziest ranking list ever attempted by a mere mortal. My name is Misty Chronexia, and this is the ultimate battle royale between the 50 most popular shonen protagonists. Rules are simple but important, so get yourself a pen and paper as we go through them. They are as follow. Rule number 1, we take only one character per franchise, more precisely, the protagonist. Rule number 2, the anime absolutely has to have the shonen tag on. I'm using MyAnimeList.net as a reference, and shows like One Punch Man or Code Geass or Mob Psycho, despite embodying the spirit of shonen anime, they're not one. Besides, they're so one-sided it would be kind of pointless. Rule number 3, a lot of anime start with a weak protagonist that usually gets stronger. We are taking each character at their peak of their growth. The laws of their respective universe therefore applies. Rule number 3-A, because of that, characters, just like real UFC matches, will be classed by categories, like featherweight, lightweight, heavyweight, and then so forth. Rule number 4, almost there, the scenario is a battle to the death purely focused on fighting. While being smart and resourceful can be helpful, at the end of the day, it's whoever can overpower the other one. And finally, rule number 5, everyone need to take 2 chill pill with food or it'll upset your stomach. This is make-believe with a heavy dose of subjective bias based on a hypothetical data and case-by-case scenarios. Enjoy the ride and don't think too hard about my reasoning. Now let's start off with the first division of this ranking. And that would be the fumbling Magikarp. This is the first division. Characters who, on paper, would struggle to hurt a fly. Violence is so far out of their mindset, or they are so much pacifists at heart, they would rather lose than partake in this free-for-all. From weakest to strongest in this category, we have number 50, Akari from Aria the Animation. Akari is a tour guide. Her whole mantra is to be kind and helpful. I don't see her punching anyone, so she gets the bottom of the range. Yeah, I said popular shonen, they're not all battle ones. Number 49, Yuko from Nichijou. She's a teenage schoolgirl. What's she gonna do? Scream at them until they're annoyed? Throw erasers at their faces? She ain't wrestling any deers. Get off this stage. Number 49. Number 48, Hikaru from Hikaru no Go. Since no-go sidekicks are allowed, you got a 12-year-old boy who plays reversey, shy of throwing pebbles at people or smashing them over the head with a go board. He ain't doing shit. Number 47, Fujita Tatara, Ballroom A Yokuseo. He's a dancer, good stamina I guess, but definitely not the personality of a brawler. Back of the roster for this dude. Number 46, Mashiro Moritaka from Bakuman. Nerd with a pen, unless he's stabbing people in their eyes. You gotta get creative sometimes. 45, Keima Katsuragi. The world God only knows. Another nerd. This one has a video game console. I don't know, he can blunt weapon eye stabby McStabber with his 3DS. It's all I see him do, really. Number 44, Ichigo Raku Nisakoi. This is another scenario kind of similar to Aria. The anime is a rom-com, but I feel like Ichigo could beat up a bunch of nerds and grab some lunch money while he's at it. Number 43, Achiken Yugo, Silver Spoon. Same thing with Silver Spoon, an anime about farm life. I mean, he's a farm boy. He's at least got the body frame to lift heavy shit like Ichigo, for example. 42, Conan from Detective Conan. I know I said intelligence don't really matter, but still I think Conan is smart enough that he could outthink the average people into some kind of victory. Never heard of David versus Goliath? Number 41, Emma from Promise to Neverland. A female version of Conan, but with better stamina. And that already takes care of our fumbling Magikarp category. Now moving into the top percentage humans. These are people who excel in a skill that could at least take out all of the previous Magikarps and at best most of everyday humans. Number 40, Onodera from Yowamushi Pedal, a nerd on a bike. Unless we're running away or running people over, I don't see him do a lot, but he does have great stam. The ladies know what I'm talking about. Number 39, Ichiro from Baby Steps. Trade the bike for a tennis racket. Not my first pick when it comes down to zombie apocalypse weapon choices, but we can make do. Mediocre reach, but shove it through bike tires and Nerd Boy's gonna be eating gravel with a spoon. Number 38, Hinata from Haikyuu. Nimble, quick, I feel like the power you need to do a decent smash could be traded as a makeshift punch. Does that beat a tennis racket? Yeah, if you used it on a bike before. Look at that, my logic is flawless. Number 37, Kuroko from Kuroko no Basket. Kind of the same deal than Haikyuu, but Kuroko's better at sneaking? I'm not sure how it would help him, but fuck it, that's my 2 cents. Number 36, Senna from Eyeshield 21. He's super quick, athletic, and he's got an armor on. I'd bet money on that. Number 35, Soma from Food Wars. He's got a knife. Number 34, Oga from Beelzebub. Hey, we got a brawler. I think Oga would know his way around a fight. He could disarm Soma and beat him up so hard that Chef would need to taste his food through a feeding tube from now on. Number 33, Hippo from Hajime no Ippo. Just like Oga, Ippo's a brawler, but I think he has a better form, so that makes him better. Number 32, Kenichi, history's strongest disciple, Kenichi. He knows almost every martial arts. I think he'd have a fair shot against Hippo. Could be wrong though, they're definitely not in the same weight category. Are you done warming up? Cause that's all from the top humans. Next we move on to the trained assassin division, essentially a category for people with strong enough skills they could actually kill if they tried. Kenichi and Hippo could have been on this list, but I felt like their sportsmanship is purer to the core. So number 31, Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, the dark tone where Yugi plays game and seal people in his shadow realm, leaving them a drooling husk of their former self. Of course, that's under the premise he can convince them to play against him in the fight to the death. Otherwise, I don't know, paper cut them to death? That's why Yugi's at the back end of the trained assassins. Number 30, Tanjiro from Kimetsu no Yaiba. Not gonna lie, I haven't read the manga and this anime just started. I'm absolutely undershooting him. But that's due to my poor knowledge of the show. Sorry for the fans, although not really. Number 29, Ramiro, the time I got reincarnated as a slime. Same with this anime, haven't seen it yet, so feel free to correct me and give this character a better rank. I'll get to it eventually, but right now I just don't know. Number 28, Shaoran from Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. A very potent swordsman, but would fail against more trained fighters. Number 27, Nagisa, Assassination Classroom. Literally an assassin trained to be one. By the end, I think we can agree if needed be, Nagisa could sneak up on a lot of the roster and deliver a killing blow. Number 26, Sebastian from Black Butler. Some would argue Ciel is actually the main character, but let's go for Sebastian since he's the most versatile of them. He's a demon and pretty skilled at everything. That's good enough for me. Number 25, Light from Death Note. Alright, hear me out, you little bitch, first before you complain. Light, I could justify in both ways. If there's an actual MC before the battle begins that announces the fighters, GG, like seriously, how long do you think it takes to write down Goku? It's shorter than charging up a spirit bomb, that's for sure. But on the other hand, if he's dropped on an island where no one talked to each other, Hippo's gonna punch his prep boy's lights clean out 10 out of 10 times. So because it's situational, I'm dropping Light halfway through the list. He's gimmicky and broken, what do you want me to tell you? Number 24, Lupin. From Lupin the Third. How many Lupin do you know? Got a gun! I mean, sure, he doesn't use it much, but if he had to, I'm guessing it's a don't bring a knife to a gunfight mindset here. Also, shout out to the creator of Lupin, Monkey Punch, who died recently. 24 is a pretty good slot, my dude. Number 23, Maka from Soul Ether. With how potent she became as a witch hunter, I think she could deflect a few bullets from a gun of a runaway thief. Number 22, Vash the Stampede, Trigon. Like Lupin, but the guy's an actual trained mercenary with an arsenal that's pretty decked out. I think he could take on a teenage girl with an overgrown scythe. Number 21, Yakimaru from Dororo. Evil puppet samurai, what else do I have to say? Number 20, Gintama, renowned samurai fighter with a lot of experience, but he's not crippled like Yakimaru. You can't say that on YouTube. Do you know how many evil puppet samurai you just offended with that statement? Number 19, Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. Like Gintama, but that dude has a real sword instead of a wooden one, so again, knife to gunfight, what you wanna do? Alright, now we enter the thick of things. There is absolutely no way from this point onward that this list is gonna please everyone. Or anyone for that matter. Yeah, like it has so far, yeah, stop kidding yourself. It's my reasoning, I don't know, make a reply video if you want. But in the meantime, you're gonna sit down and take it like a good little schoolgirl looking for extra credits, alright? Number 18, Edward from Fullmetal Alchemist. Absolutely amazing fighter, but rely a lot on stamina and environmental surrounding. His power is a currency you have to pay to get something in return. Kinda limited, no matter how good you are at it. Number 17, Jojo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Depending on which JoJo you take, you'd get a different ranking. Giorno Stan would be near the top, but Jonathan would be low-tier trained assassin, so I'm averaging them out at the rank 17, which I think is more than fair. Pick who you want, put him wherever you want, and get off my dick about JoJo stuff. Number 16, Suna from Hitman Reborn. While Suna flies, he has a near impenetrable defense mode and can burn the whole landscape to a crisp pretty easily. He just barely missed the cut for the next tier cause he's a little bitch, and no one can deny that, not even me, but I love him very much regardless. And finally, we move on to the final category, the godlike being divisions, destroyers of worlds, where characters are not only rated on their killing potential, but their raw destruction power. The more you can break shit up, the higher you go. There's no limit. Number 15, Aran from Attack on Titan. In Titan form, he can cause some pretty severe havoc, but he's always end up getting bitch slapped around and needing rescue, so I'm not sure how far I can actually carry him in the long run. Number 14, Yato from Noragami. Literally a god, it's in the job description. Number 13, Aladdin from Magi. I'm counting the genie as an accessory here more than a character, so he's pretty OP, I'd say. Number 12, Asta from Black Clover. Asta's really strong, and he clears any magic user like a dollar store candle in a downpour. And then he got another sword? Deal with the devil? Yikes, he's a straight up mad lad. Yeah, people still say that. Shut up, I'm hip. Number 11, Alan from The Gray Man. Somehow it got biblical? But yeah, I think 11 fits here. I don't know, I dropped The Gray Man a while back, but I get it. Noah Power, whoop-de-doo. Oh, that was the sound of me rolling my eyes. Number 10, Yusuke from Yoyo Hakusho. Oh, he's such a good ghost boy. Yusuke's got that spiritual flow that's gonna make you go boom boom. Number 9, Luffy from One Piece. Really strong, but always have that shotgun kickback. If he doesn't beat an enemy by the 10-minute mark, he gotta recharge. I'm sure he'll keep powering up in the future, but that's a huge setback nobody else has to deal with. Come on, man. Number 8, Natsu from Fairy Tail. By the end, Natsu is one spicy boy. He will light you up like a barbecue on the surface of the sun and sprinkle some chili flake on your ass for added sparks. Yum! Number 7, Kusuo from Psyche Kusuo no Sainan. Underdog, you never really truly want to take on a psychic, and definitely not one of that caliber. He'll squeeze you into a tiny Rubik Cube and solve you by the time you can think up the word crescendo. Number 6, Deku from My Hero Academia. While Deku is a hot mess about every time he's on screen, we do have a rough opinion of how strong he'll be by the end, thanks to All Might and the previous One for All. So that qualifies, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know at this point. Number 5, Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Bleh. Gon adult mode. Like I have to say anything else about that. They call him adult mode because last time I saw someone manhandle a pussy like that, it was on a XXX site. Number 4, Ichigo from Bleach. What a fucking pill cocktail this one is. Shinigami, Quincy, Hala, Vaza, Frobler, and I'll probably forget a ton more. This gotta add up to number 4 somehow on this list, if my math's accurate. Number 3, Meliodas from 7 Deadly Sin, the god of don't piss me off, bro. Seriously, he sneezes and makes a crater the size of New England. Number 2, Naruto from guess where he's from. Sure, he was helped by Sasuke and also kind of Kakashi and a little bit of Sakura. She was there, yeah, don't deny it. But they did take down a god together, and that's real impressive or something. 1/3 of that must count for something. Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, I said 1/3. You know who I skipped. And finally, number 1, Goku from Dragon Ball. Yeah, that wasn't really a surprise. The dude blows up planet in the blink of an eye, and by the end, I don't think anyone could rival against him unless they had some gimmicky tricks like I said, Light from Death Note or something like that. So, hey, Grand Champion Goku, we never saw that coming. And that is all 50 of the most popular Shounen Protagonists. If you're thinking of one and I didn't cover him/her, odds are he didn't have the tag or he was less popular than these guys. And Area's pretty hard to beat, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I can't stress enough how this is just my opinion based on my perception of make-believe data of unquantifiable scenarios of bullshit. So you're goddamn right, you should be outraged if I did your boy dirty. You think I'm happy with these results? Fuck no, I'm outraged. But I tried to leave my personal bias out as much as possible. Oh well, share this video a ton if you like my garbage jokes in it, and discuss it in comments below. Or make a video reply, I'm all up for it. I'm definitely gonna watch it, wink wink. Subscribe if you enjoy my wacky lists like these. I always have a ton of stupid ideas stored in the one should make, and I'll catch you guys next time.
The hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.